Alice could feel the fear dwelling inside of her, causing her whole body to become weak and begin to shake. There, in front of the petite and delicate angel, there sat a large disturbance in the middle of the old room. Around this creature was thick, dark, cold ink that had begun to stain the old wooden panels that created the floor. With a weak and quiet voice, Alice mumbled, "Bendy?" The ink demon slowly rose from the ground as he stood up. His height seemed to have grown. His figure was disordered and worn down. Both horns upon his head were two different sizes. His foot was completely twisted. This amazed Alice to see that Bendy had no reaction to this twisted ankle. His ribs were protruding from his chest, showing that food has not entered his system for days, maybe weeks. But what frightened Alice the most was his size. As he turned toward the delicate creature before him, he slowly limped toward her. The thick ink dropped from his black-stained face to her once smooth skin. Alice had never seen his tall, lanky figure before, only being introduced to the fun-loving, cheeky little devil he once was 30 years ago. Alice could only stare in shock as more ink dropped onto her face. Without her consent, a few tears had escaped from her pale white eye. With a shaking hand, Alice had slowly wiped the ink from the demon's once big and bold eyes. When the ink was fully cleared from his face, his eyes were filled with no emotion, each containing no expression, nothing but a void. When Betty had finally looked at the being before him, his expression had changed, an expression filled with hope. With a deep, raspy voice, Bendy choked, "Alice!"